LJH crew, what's going on? Thank you once again for clicking on another edition of the Real LJH Productions. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to rank the Freddy Krueger movies, Nightmare on Elm Streets, if you will, um, in order on how I like them. Now, each person on this is going to have their own opinion, of course. This is how I see them and how I enjoy them, and it's going to be questionable. A lot of you are not going to like this aspect of it and how I review them. But at the same time, we all are movie fans and all have our own opinions, right? So I have, just so we're clear, I have the Nightmare on Elm Street collection right here. Um, I got the remake right here, and of course I have Freddy versus Jason, which can fall into either category of the Friday the 13th, I guess, as well. So we're gonna start off with Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Um, if I'm honest, I hate this film. This is why it's This is why it is where it is. This is why it's number 9. I just despise this movie. I think it's very poor written. I'm not a big fan of the atmosphere of everybody playing themselves and doing the what if factor. Freddy got into the real world. It's just not something that I enjoy. I think it was poorly done, poorly received, and honestly, I think it's just a god awful fucking movie. Um, Number 8 for me is A Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge. I think Freddy's Revenge is another one that it tried to capitalize off the original, but nobody had a cool idea at the time, I guess, to do a sequel. So they went and made Freddy like not even come back in dreams. It was done stupidly. Um, However, it did make money enough for them to get Freddy back on track. So I guess in a weird way, I give it credit for that, which is why it's number 7. Excuse me, which is why it's number 8. Um, Number 7 on my list is um, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Now I know what you guys are going to say. Um, wow. And the reason for that is it introduced us to Freddy Krueger, yes, but the acting in it is terrible, and it honestly drives me nuts. And I know a lot of the people in this film were new actors and actresses, but it drives me nuts. Like I feel like there's not enough emotion. The only one that has emotion in this film at all is Nancy, and honestly, I just don't believe that they believe that this thing is coming after them. So that's one of the reasons why I feel the way I do about the original. I do like the original, just not as much as any of the other ones, and it's just not my favorite one out of the entire franchise. I'm sorry. 9, 8. Number 6 for me is A Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child. Um, Now, where Dream Child had a great concept, um, I feel like they could have done more with it. Like they had this opportunity to make Freddy reborn, and they used Allison's baby to do that. But they could have gave you more. Like there should have been more to the storyline. There should have been a little bit more, and of course, it also introduced back to Freddy's mother, which I thought was a cool thing as well, and how he was the son of 100 maniacs. And it honestly, that's why it is where it is on here. Number 5 for me, I would say, is Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason is a lot of fun. It's a great watch, but that's what it is. It's fun. It's not meant to have a great premise. It's not meant to have a plot. It's literally Freddy versus Jason. And we first got the tease in Jason Goes to Hell when Freddy pulled on the mask, proving that it was coming. It came. It was good. And but there's not much you can say about Freddy vs. Jason except it's iconic for what it is, a fun watch. Next on my list would be number 4, which to me is A Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors. Now, The reason why Dream Warriors is number 4 is because everybody picks it for number 1. Okay, and don't get me wrong, Dream Warriors is a great movie. It brought Freddy back to its roots. It iconic. Um, Everybody in this movie is amazing. We've got a lot of great lines from this film. Welcome to prime time, bitch. A whole bunch of stuff. Got a lot of great characters. We got introduced to Kristen and her group of friends and stuff like that, and Patricia Arquette. Um, wasn't crazy about Patricia Arquette, never have been, but I'll get to that later. Um, I just I love Dream Warriors. It's just not my number 1. Number 3 for me would be Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead is fun. It's a great watch. It's entertaining. It's memorable. Um, my favorite part about it, if I'm honest, is the 3D sequence, and even in 4K, the 3D sequence looks amazing with the glasses on. It's great as far as that, and it's not meant to take Freddy seriously. It's meant for Freddy to have those throwaway lines. It's meant for the silly plots and like the video game with the power glove and stuff like that. This is they were having fun with this one, which hey, I get it. Having fun with it is okay. It was good for that time. Number 2 for me is Dream is the Dream Master. Now I highly really enjoy the Dream Master. People ask me why. I thought the whole premise of Kristen's crew transferring all their powers and Allison's brother transferring their powers to Alice, I thought was a good idea. Um, Out of all the Freddy Krueger surviving girls, Allison is my favorite. And she's my favorite for that in Dream Master because she became a badass. She didn't know a lot. She didn't know about Freddy and everything. And she got everybody's powers, which I thought was cool. That was a cool concept. And she became like the ultimate survivor girl. And she's my favorite survivor girl out of the entire franchise is Alice. And as far as what we talked about before, when it comes to Kristen, um, like I said, I liked Patricia Arquette. I'm not the biggest fan of her in this movie, in Dream Warriors. So Tuesday night, to me, I liked her better as Kristen. I honestly wish we got to see more of her play Kristen because I think she was adorable and I think she put some good aspects into the role. I think she did a good job, and I think she's underrated in her performance as Kristen because she took on a role that wasn't even hers and it was cast into it. And to me, Tuesday Night did an awesome job. Plus, a fun little fun fact here: she sings the opening theme song to Dream Dream Master. In case you did not know that. And then finally is this. Now, I know what you're thinking. It was the worst one. Worst one in yes, in the aspect of it gave us a different perspective on how Freddy was. Like we never thought of Freddy as a can't say certain words here, but as a certain thing that he came to be with children. It never crossed our minds growing up watching these movies, right? I mean, I guess it was always there on paper, but we never thought that that's how Freddy was. Um, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things wrong with this movie. The makeup's terrible. Um, and the person playing Freddy, not really that great. I can't think of his name, but he is from the Bad News Bears. Bear with me. Leave comments down below. Remind me of his name. But the storyline for this one, I felt was a lot better, and I did like the acting a lot more. But yeah, so that was my take on the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I know it was a short video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Leave comments down below. Tell me how you rank the Freddy Krueger movies. And I know a lot of you are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's out of fun. Go in those comments, roast me, tell me I'm crazy. But I also want to hear from you guys. How do you rank the Freddy Krueger movies? Um, how do you rank them? I want to know. Let's start a conversation. So give this video a massive thumbs up. Hit those notification bells so you'll know when I post a new video. Check out the TikTok at the Real LGH Productions as well. And I want to give a shout out if you guys love podcasts and you love horror movies and you love just talking about physical media or just want a really, really fun podcast to listen to, check out my friends at Slasher Radio. You won't regret it. They're very, very great at what they do, and they're very, very fun to listen to. I listen to them on a regular basis, and I highly recommend them. So check them out as well. But with that being said, guys, it does end another video. I will see you guys real soon. And as they say in the movies, cue the lights.